What is up, YouTube? I am currently replacing the front pane on my 90 gallon. As you can see, this pane right here is the new pane. I bought this tank used, and upon buying it, I didn't really pay attention and see it had gnarly scratch marks up and down the front right here. Pretty sure somebody was using their magnetic scraper, got a piece of sand in there and just rallied it. I tried to use, some of this cerium oxide powder and some of the, 1,000, 3,000, and 7,000, sanding bits that you can get off of eBay, and they helped on some of the smaller scratches, but some of the big ones were pretty deep. And I just was done using it, and I just gave up. I spent $110 for this pane of glass. It's an annealed pane of glass, just a regular old pane of glass, 3/8 inch thick, 48 by 24, from Dixon Glass down in Salt Lake, here in Utah. And they hooked it up. They were able to get it to me same day. They were quick. They're good people, so I will definitely be using them more in the future. But anyways, moving on, I want to talk to you guys about my method of doing this. This is not the only way to do it. I'm just sharing my method because there isn't a lot of methods out there. I like the idea of using the direct injected method of the silicone, because that way it eliminates the film that could potentially, surface on the bead of the silicone. But I'm doing a different method. Rather than, I don't know if you can get up tight in here and see this gap. Rather than silicone inside of there and then leave it and pull my zip ties out at a later time, I am gonna run my silicone all the way down this section right here, and at the very end, I'm going to be pulling these. Notice how I have the tabs on the inside of the tank. I'm going to pull this zip tie inside as I'm shooting silicone inside that void. Essentially, and then I'm going to tighten down my clamps, essentially tightening up the panes of glass, cinching up the gap, and ultimately closing the amount of contact time with the air that the silicone is going to get. And I think it's going to turn out pretty good. This is kind of my way of kind of doing things, and I mean, there's the tried and true method of running the bead of silicone and setting it down in. That's tried and true. People have had plenty of success with the direct injection method, and maybe this is the way people do it. I don't know. The videos I've seen, the Samango guy or whatever on YouTube, he just leaves the zip ties in with his black RTV silicone, and he let that cure to where there was literally a gap in there, and he went and silicone the rest of it, which, hey, it worked for him. Great. That's awesome. I'm going to try this different method. I don't want that gap. I want to try and get those panels as close together as I can and get some silicone in there to silicone them up. So I will try. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get a video of doing it at the same time. I'll do my best. So yeah, thanks for watching.